All right, passengers, thank you so much for bearing with us while we just had a quick check-in with ground control, but we are next in line for takeoff on Super Mario Bros. Warpless with Niftski. Real quick, while we're waiting to take off, a quick reminder that we do have one more incentive left to meet for the rest of our event, which will be ending tonight. I'm so sorry I won't be able to fly with you again tomorrow. But our last incentive, we are hoping for a $250 goal, and we are currently $50 of the way there to upgrade our final run of the night. That is Captain Toad Treasure Tracker to all gems. And that will be with the one and only Happy Bear, the true pilot of this aircraft. So if it fits into your budget, please, that needs to be met by the start of Captain Toad. So you have the entirety of this Mario Bros. Run to meet it, but we'd really appreciate it. And if it doesn't fit into your budget, thank you for flying with us anyway. We really appreciate you choosing Bear Force One. And now, enough from me. Let's turn it over to our pilot for Super Mario Bros. Take it away, Niftski.
Hi everyone, I'm Niftski. I will be speedrunning Super Mario Brothers for the NES, and I will be speedrunning it Warpless, which for this category is basically 100% of the game. There are warp zones that are implemented in this game where you can enter them and skip multiple worlds at a time. And basically, I will be not taking any of those warp zones, and I'll be playing every single level. And I will be trying to get a time around 1903 if I play perfectly for my struts. Otherwise, I'll take any sub 20-minute time. Just here to have fun, and yeah.
So are you not playing Duck Hunt as well?
I'm not playing Duck Hunt. I am on the Super Mario Brothers plus Duck Hunt cartridge, though. It is actually slightly easier to like time runs if you use the multi-cart version. But yeah, we'll be starting with Super Mario Brothers and not Duck Hunt. But yeah, there are reasons we do play on this cartridge.
Wonderful, wonderful. So whenever you are ready, I think we're ready for you. So count it down.
So timing starts right about 2 or 3 seconds after I press start on the title screen, right when I get control of Mario. So I'll be starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. So right off the bat here, I'm grabbing this mushroom, and the reason why is because it actually saves time to power up to fire, because in every Dash 4 level, it's a castle level, and what I need to do is kill Bowser. And if I kill Bowser and then grab the axe, it actually saves about 2 seconds rather than just skipping killing Bowser. So it saves time throughout the course of the run. This will also be a good time right now to talk about how timing works in this. So basically, there are things called frame rules in this game where essentially you can gain or lose time only in increments of 0.35 seconds. So you can look at it like cycles. So as long as I play perfectly and get the optimal cycle in every level I'm going for, not only will I know my patterns for every single level, but it will save time. So there's certain frame rules that are tighter than others. So there will be some levels where I have to play absolutely perfectly, but there are some levels where I don't need to play absolutely perfectly. And I can kind of just have a little bit of time to spare and still not lose any time. See, on 1112, we grab the power-ups, so we're fully powered up to fire here. 1-3, pretty straightforward level there. 1-4, this is the first castle level. I'm going to be going for a no slowdown Bowser kill, which is a little bit difficult, so I gotta just focus up, lock in, and get this. Perfect. So we got a 263 on the in-game timer there, which is the best you can get. And there's World 1 for you. I am perfectly aligned with the route I'm doing, so I know all the patterns I'm about to get in World 2 as long as I don't mess up and lose any time here. Perfect. So there is another thing about this game. On the in-game timer, if you have a 3 or a 6 in the ones digit, then you will get 3 or 6 fireworks respectively. And the animation of those fireworks going off actually loses time. So what I'm doing in some of these levels is I'm slowing down to purposely avoid fireworks. And that's essentially just to not lose time. 2-2, this is the first water level. I know what my patterns are going to be here.
While you're going for a swim, do you have time for a quick donation?
I do.
Because we have $50 in from Wolf, who says,
Wolf.
$50? I can make that happen. I'm assuming that is talking about our upgrade to all gems incentive, which still has $150 to go, but thank you so much for your generous donation. We really appreciate it.
Thank you very much, Wolf. The 2-3, this level's pretty straightforward. The only thing I need to do is avoid these cheap cheeps. And boom, perfect. 2-4 here. I'm gonna lose a few frames at the start, and it's to make Bowser go a specific direction, so I'm gonna buffer jump here. And as you can see, Mario's kind of skating. That's just like a funny thing that can happen if you buffer jump at the start of the level of Fire Mario. But Bowser will go backwards here. And perfect. 261 IGT. And I got the optimal frame roll / cycle in this level. So I'm still playing perfectly alongside my route, which is perfect. So as long as I don't like slip up, lose time, or take damage, I will know my patterns perfectly, and I won't have to do safe strats. So well, it's going very good. Or so far, it's doing very good.
If I may ask, from the point of view who is someone who has never actually played this game, a sin among video gamers. So is RNG for this run seeded by what like frame you enter the next level on? Is that why you know all the patterns?
So yeah, every frame roll has like specific patterns, and you can also avoid or manipulate the RNG by waiting on the title screen a little bit. Since the timing doesn't start until you get control of Mario, you're able to just wait on the title screen a little bit to avoid or manipulate RNG in further levels. But yeah, essentially, every single frame roll has its own like RNG. So for example, after this level in 3-4, I'll know the Podoboo patterns. And it can be like a variety of like different heights the Podoboos can be. But I know for this specific frame roll, as long as I just go under the set of 3 Podoboos right before Bowser, then I will never get hit. So that's what I'm going to be doing right here. So over this Podoboo, and then there's going to be a group of 3 right here. And what I'm going to do is just go under all of them. Under, under, under. Bowser's going to go backwards here. Perfect. Just like that, there's World 3. 4-1, this is a pretty straightforward level. There's this Lackity right here. We take him out. And the rest of the level is just super easy. There's not really any enemies, just these piranha plants right here.
Do you have time for another donation while you're gliding on through?
I do.
Because I got another $50 for you from Raiden Laughlin. I'm hoping I pronounced your name correctly. But they said, I love Toad Treasure Tracker. We gotta see all gems. Could not agree more. I have seen that run before, and it is certainly a treat, and Happy Bear's gonna do an incredible job for y'all. So we are getting ever closer to that. If anybody wants to join our generous cause, thank you so much for contributing.
Thank you for your donation. 4-2, that's an underground level, and it transitions here into Overworld. Pretty straightforward level there as well. 4-3, so there's a 2-frame window here to get the optimal cycle. And it's a little bit complicated how it works, but basically there's going to be an elevator at the end here. And what I want to do is jump within a 2-frame window off of it. And if I hit the flag very specifically, I will save the optimal frame roll. So boom, perfect, got it. That was the first frame of the 2. So if I jumped the frame earlier there, I would have lost 0.35 seconds. But instead, we got the optimal frame roll. 4-4, this is a maze level. I'm gonna need to really focus because this is kind of the make or break usually. So I'm gonna really focus up here. Perfect. 348 IGT. That's exactly what I want. And I got the optimal frame roll. So I could have went a frame roll slower there and still have been okay. I just would need to play a faster 5-4, but here, since I got the absolute most optimal frame roll there, I can safe out 5-4 a little bit more on the Bowser kill. And we are on perfect pace right now for a 1903.
I must say, as a runner of a little bit more modern games than this, it's incredible to hear you predict your own pace down to the second. It's very impressive.
Yeah, this game has been solved inside out, and you know, with the addition of frame rolls in every single level, it's very easy to predict. Like, even the any percent, I currently hold the world record in any percent, as well as this category, but for any percent, I actually called the time to the exact frame before it was even finished, like mid-run, because it gets pretty crazy. Like, we're at the point where we can predict exact frames. It's not just like seconds or frame rolls or anything like that. So yeah, this game has really been like solved, honestly. And it's honestly an honor to say, because it's not the case for a lot of other games, but this game is like, it's pretty awesome. Right here, I gotta get this. All right, tight jump over that fire bar. And I can safe out this Bowser kill a little bit here. Perfect. All right, so we're now in World 6. This is like mid-late game now. And I am still playing absolutely perfectly alongside this route. So this run is going very, very well. Absolutely perfectly for what I'm going for. Haven't taken damage yet. Haven't had any slip-ups. As long as I keep playing like this, hopefully we'll end this run with a 1903. If not, it's still okay. I'll be stoked with any time, honestly. Just here to have fun at the end of the day.
Secretly, that's what speedrunning is all about. You think it's about a leaderboard. It's actually about just having a good time and hanging out.
Right, yeah.
The leaderboard is a nice added touch.
Yeah, for sure. 6-2, this is basically Piranha Plant Heaven. I gotta just get all these snipes here and optimally end the level with a 342. If I go too fast, I'll get a 343, which goes back to what I said earlier. I don't want a 3 because that'll set off 3 fireworks and lose about a second. But we got the 342 there, so we got the optimal frame roll. Played that level perfectly. 6-3, there is a bullet bill that can shoot at Mario's face. It's the last bullet bill. There will be some bullet bills that shoot towards Mario. And the last bullet bill can shoot towards Mario's face, so I gotta get ready to react here, just in case. And it does, and I ducked under it, perfect. And got 255 IGT. That's perfectly what I wanted. 6-4, on random frame rolls, this would be really risky to go for. But since I know the patterns, I know this isn't a risk at all. But sometimes these potaboos or fire bars can be bad here. But since I know my pace, I know that they're all good. And I also know that Bowser will go backwards here, so... Perfect. So I did get a lag frame there. You can tell if you get lag because the top HUD will kind of like spaz out a little bit. So I saw that happen one time, but that's literally only like a 0.01 time loss, so it's completely fine. 7-1, I do have to avoid 3 fireworks here once again. So I'm gonna get a 352 by slowing down just a little bit at the end here. Perfect. 7-2, so this is basically a repeat of 2-2, but you can kind of see it as like 2-2, but hard mode. So essentially there will be extra bloopers in the way. Trying to stop me, but they're not gonna stop me because I know my pace. Unless I pull something off and just slip up. But yeah, I will know my patterns here. So there's a second whirlpool up here incoming. I want to snipe a gray Cheep Cheep in it. Right there. And that will give me a more favorable blooper pattern at the end. Perfect. Alright, well played. Got the optimal frame roll, so I am still on perfect pace. I'm very proud of how good I'm doing so far. 7-3 is once again 2-3, but with extra added enemies, so there's just Cheep Cheeps like normal, and there's also these Koopas, but it's pretty straightforward, other than that.
So for the uninitiated, what is the difference in terms of how many levels you have to do between doing Warpless like you're doing or doing any percent?
So any percent has 8 levels because you take a warp zone from 1-2 to 4-1 and then 4-2 to 8-1. But Warpless, on the other hand, has 32 levels. So it's about 4 times as long and 4 times as many levels. Right here, 7-4, this is another maze level. So I gotta go middle right here and back up top. And now Bowser should go backwards, but I do need a fast kill here. Okay, I didn't get the optimal frame roll because the Potaboos blocked my opening shots, but this is still perfect pace. It might not be a 1903 anymore, but we're at least on 1904 pace. I can save a frame roll back by going for a fast 8-4, but I guess that'll be something I'll decide just on the fly here. But 8-1, I want to play this level absolutely perfectly. This frame roll has 0 frames to spare, so if I do any slowdown whatsoever, then I won't get the optimal frame roll. So there's absolutely no slowdowns that need to be made here if I want the optimal frame roll. And perfect. Okay, 8-2. There's a tight jump I need to do in the middle of the level over this piranha plant. But as long as I get that and don't die to the Koopas soon after, should be good here. Oh, wow. That is a pattern I rarely see, and I reacted accordingly. Wow. That was a pattern that is very rare, but thankfully I reacted good.
That was honestly death-defying.
Yeah, I'm actually really happy I got that. Well, 8-3. I would normally know these hammer bro patterns, but since I'm behind, I actually don't. So I gotta react if they jump. Oh, okay. All right, perfect. I'm doing a slowdown there, and that's to avoid fireworks. So 242. All right, 8-4. I think what I'll do is I'll actually do 2-frame perfect tricks here in order to go back on 1903 pace. And even if I miss it, I can still get a 19-0x here. So I think I'm gonna go for this. So I'm gonna really focus up here in second room. Perfect, got it. All right, this is perfect. So, I know for good Bowser patterns here. Also, timing stops right when I touch the axe here. So I need to... Okay. This should be a good Bowser, hopefully. Perfect, 1903. There you have it.
GG's! You know, I think most marathons would love if they could have estimates accurate to the minute. I don't think they can fathom to the second.
Yeah, that went absolutely perfectly. Even the runs I did to prep before this marathon only was able to do a few. But even then, I didn't even get a 1903 before this marathon. So to get it during the marathon, I'm very, very happy. I'm very proud. That was perfect for what I was going for. So, yeah.
Honestly, incredible to watch. Thank you so much for performing that for everyone. In case anybody would like to see more of that incredibly precise level of gameplay, where can they find you on our wide and wonderful internet on days that are not today and when you're here with us on Bear Force 1?
You can find me at twitch.tv/Niftski. You can watch my videos at youtube.com/@Niftski, Twitter @Niftski, Instagram @Niftski, anything. Basically all my socials are @Niftski. But yeah, this was a big honor. I want to thank you guys for having me, and please do consider supporting Happy Bear. If it fits your budget, make sure to donate if you're feeling generous. And yeah, this was a blast.